Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson. Welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into today's topic, right? I'm going to be frank with you guys. I didn't really see much to talk about today. And then all of a sudden, Mitch sent me over this topic or whatever. And then all of a sudden the floodgates opened up. I was like, wait a minute. What's going on here, right? So he sent me over this post here, and it was absolutely hilarious, right? Absolutely hilarious. And it's from X, and I want to show you the post, the language. It says, the Lakers will have Bronny James and Chris Manning compete for one of their final roster spots leading up to the regular season. Los Angeles re-signed Manning on a two-way deal earlier this summer, but his versatile defense could eventually earn him a spot on the main roster. And this post has been seen 260,000 times. Let me tell you why this is hilarious. The reason that this is hilarious is because if this is true, it really signifies just how much of an influence LeBron had on the roster and on the team, rather. Because everyone worth their salt knew that the only reason that this guy made it on the team was because of his dad's presence, right? And let me just say this. Bronny seems like a much more likable person than LeBron. It's just the truth. Like, he seems way more likable when he talks. You can have no issues with him, right? His father is very polarizing, but he seems extremely cool, down to earth, like super cool dude. Like, based off of, I think pretty much everyone would agree with that. He looks mad, like he seems like a really cool person. So this is not a personal thing. But in terms of this also signifies that the Lakers are now serious. They are officially out of the clown show business, which is essentially what they had been in for quite some time. The Lakers were a clown show. And when they drafted Bronny, you knew it was a clown show. Because everything that ensued after that draft, after he was brought to the team, just further signified that. I'll give you guys a perfect example. First night opening night, he played, right? Played for like a few minutes with his dad and then left. And then they were like, he's going to the G League. So it's like, wait a minute. You guys are just openly admitting that he's not good enough to be playing, but instead you're going to put him out here so they can have this photo op. And then from that, he's going to be, from then forward, he's going to be sent to the G League. That's number one. Number two, when he was in the G League, we started hearing, oh, Bronny would not be traveling with the team, his G League team, the South Bay Lakers. That instead he'll be traveling with the Lakers on the road. And it was like, but wait a minute, then I don't understand. Like, why is he not going through the whole process like a G Leaguer player would go through? That rubs some people the wrong way. Then, of course, the media silence. You weren't allowed to criticize Bronny in any way, shape, or form. And if you did so, LeBron James going to run down on you in the middle of a damn game to give you an earful over you daring to talk about his son. Everybody handled him with kid gloves. Everyone. But then you had the part that the league played. Because going into that game, going into his first year, you had the NBA promoting summer league games with Bronny and Victor Wembanyama. Just think about that for a second. They were headlining Victor Wembanyama with Bronny James. This is the kind of stuff that they were doing. So the Lakers themselves turned into a clown show. And even some former NBA players are like, they don't think the guy's ready. It's nothing personal. Some people were saying, like Kenyon Martin, he should have stayed in college. There's nothing wrong with saying that, right? So now that this year came along, the summer came along, there were even talks of, oh, could Bronny be a package deal with LeBron? I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean a package deal for LeBron James? Like, I was confused by that. And it just got to the point where the thing just seemed like one big gimmick at this point, like one big clown show. And it's like, okay, this is no longer a serious story anymore. It's no longer a serious story. When you had the coach coming out, like, yeah, he has a great soul. And I'm like, what does his soul have to do with basketball? Like, what does any of that have to do with the game of basketball? It has nothing to do with it. So be hearing this story, it's good news, because now it means he's going to earn his chops, as everyone should. The NBA, making it to the NBA isn't your right. No, it isn't a birthright. You got to earn it. And not only do you have to earn it to get there, you got to keep earning it to stay there. Go look up the average lifespan of an NBA career, an NBA player's career. It's very short. Was it 6 years? Something like that? Or 4 to 6 years? It's a short period of time. And given the fact that Bronny is a son to a billionaire, that will make some people feel even like they'll feel a kind of way about that. So you better be good enough, because the last thing people want to see is you taking up the spot for someone that's more deserving and you're there. People don't want to see that. That's not going to make people happy. Absolutely not. So look, man, this is good news. This is absolutely good news. And you got to earn your keep. This is no longer the LeBron. And this is one of the reasons why the fan base wanted LeBron gone. They wanted to get away from the antics. I remember when that whole thing was going down and there was all of this excitement. I'm like, but what does this mean for the Lakers themselves? How do the Lakers as a franchise, as a fan base, benefit off of this? How? The Laker fan base wants to win championships. That's what they want. So this entire move had nothing to do with that. That's why a lot of Laker fans didn't buy in. That's one of the reasons why they want this thing. They wanted it to be over with. They wanted LeBron off the team. It's things like this that cause them to feel this way. So when you hear pieces of news like this, they're like, great. When LeBron, we found out he was leaving, there were some Laker fans saying, great, take your son with you. This is what they were saying, not me. This is what they were saying. They wanted to be done with the entire clown show. Because let's not get it wrong. That's exactly what the Lakers became. They became the #1 clown show in the NBA. And I mean that. Them signing, that was the ultimate sign. Because it had nothing to do with winning. It had everything to do with the story. And I remember when that story came out, Rob Pelinka said it. We want to make history to be the first franchise to have a father and son duel. That's what Rob Pelinka. So at that point, they had fully bought into the clown show. Fully. And then Luka came along, and then all of a sudden, things changed. So look, this is the report. You guys let me know what you think about it, whatever you guys think. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.